For December's interview of the month, AILA Executive Director Crystal Williams recaps AILA's busy 2014 and provides a preview for the year ahead.
There's a lot of things to be proud of this year. First of all, I'm very proud of our members. Overall, and particularly the members who really stepped up when the emergency came. When the unaccompanied children needed representation, our chapters lined up and said, how can I help? When our government started imprisoning children and their mothers, our members literally ran to Artesia, New Mexico and took care of representing them. More than 200 of AILA members did that on their own dime, donating their own time. And I've never been prouder to be an immigration lawyer and to be part of AILA. Other things to be proud of. Well, we had a great annual conference, a terrific, innovative fall and mid-year conference, some great topic conferences all throughout the year. We relaunched AILA Link, and it's at a deeper search, it's a better product. I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of the new Kurz bands. Ira, I salute you once again. It's a terrific book and truly a bestseller in the immigration field. But there's also other things to be proud of. Once it was clear that immigration reform was dead, we pushed hard for administrative fixes. And while the administration could have gone further than it did do a number of the things we asked for. Not all of them. There's a number of things still on the table, a lot of work left to be done. But it really was a very big breakthrough to get the announcements that we got in November. And then we've also pushed back hard on the death by 1,000 cuts that we run into in immigration practice every day. The kind of adjudications things that drive us crazy. So with the Department of Labor, we got the whole Section K on PERM situation clarified. They finally agreed on engineering degrees. Our amicus on matter of semantic was successful. That's just Department of Labor. In other agencies, we got the 601A reason to believe guidance memo, which said much of what we've been asking the government to say. Left out some of it, but by and large was a good memo. We got the limited representation regulations from EOIR. We've been working on that for a long time, and now that finally came through, at least in proposed form. And then we got the big thing, the thing we all went to law school for, the thing that we spend hours on end at conferences debating the fine points of immigration law to achieve. The National Visa Center finally told us that we could sign our documents in either blue or black ink. There's two big ones, and I think we all know what they are. First of all, that Congress did not pass immigration reform. Our hopes were high coming into the year with S-744 passed, but the House was never able to get it together to pass either a comprehensive bill or even pieces of a bill. Huge disappointment. Now we're regrouping, we're watching Congress, we'll see, but that one was a real letdown. And to me, perhaps the biggest letdown, the biggest disappointment was to me as an American. We are imprisoning children. We are putting children in prison camps. And we just opened, the United States, just opened the biggest one in history. Disappointment is too small a word for that. We aren't that country. We shouldn't be that country. And it breaks my heart that we are that country. Camps for children, shut them down. There is no excuse that we are putting children and their mothers who are seeking asylum in the United States in these corporate-run prison warehouses. So that just comes to mind first. Obviously, what I want to see in 2015 is reform. I don't know that we can get it. We may be able to get pieces of it. We may not. We're watching to see who gets what committee appointments. That's going to tell a lot. We're watching to see whether the current uproar is going to calm down some. There's a lot to be seen. But nevertheless, there may be a chance, and we'll go for the chances that we can get. We may be able to do more on the business side than on the family or humanitarian side, but it remains to be seen. In any event, there's a whole lot of executive actions that need implementation, and that is going to be the source of a lot of activity in the coming year. Many of these things need regulations, but many of them don't. All of them need implementation, and we're going to need to be on the ground. We're going to be coming to you, the AILA members, constantly asking you, what is your experience with this? What are you seeing? It's important that we hear about it. It's important that we know, because we're the canaries in the coal mine. We're going to be able to tell the government what is working and what isn't, and we are going to need to advocate for the best implementation possible of the well-intended actions that did come out.